Hello to all of you Sketchup enthusiasts, and this is the first tutorial that I will do on how you can use Sketchyphysics. We will be doing the work today with Sketchyphysics 3.2, and how you can actually use this application in order to animate a merry-go-round, which is one of the easiest things that you can actually animate, and I will explain right away exactly why this is the case. First of all, you will need to install Sketchyphysics, and after you have the application, the plugin installed, you will get this set of tools. These are the tools that we will actually use the most, and in this tutorial in particular we will use like a single tool, more exactly the hinge tool. So like the two curved arrows that are colored in purple, which are exactly here. And we will use some other settings from like the application in order to actually make the animation work. um, First of all, I need to mention a couple of things. Always when we will do animations, so when we want to make certain models move in various ways, we always need to create groups. So you cannot actually make an animation with a model that is not made into a group. And for the model that you see here, so we have like a merry-go-round. This is a model that I designed. It is a more unusual merry-go-round. It has tractors instead of ponies or unicorns or chariots and so on. Um, uh, the main thing that I did after I modeled this whole thing was the fact that I made it into a group. So you can tell that a certain model is made into a group when you click on it, and you'll see that it is covered by this translucent box with blue contours. So with blue outlines. So we can see that this is like made into a group. And for instance, the other this annex, of the merry-go-round, so this is like the ticket booth. It is not made into actual into an actual group because we won't animate it. So basically what you need to do is first of all you need to make the model or the component that you want to animate into a group, and this is like very simple. You will do it in the following way. First of all, you need like to select the model, so as you can see here, and you need to be sure that every face of the model that you want to animate is actually selected, because if that is not the case, you'll have a lot of problems. So okay, so it seems that everything is selected, and after everything is selected, you just click right, and you just click again on make group, and you can see that we already have a group. For this animation we will use like the hinge tool, so this one. And in this for a merry-go-round, basically the animation is very simple, because you just need the model to actually rotate. So there's nothing more than that. We will just need to make this whole model rotate on an axis. So after we made the model into a group, we will try to connect the hinge with the rest of the model. And always, in order for the model to rotate very smoothly and to not have deviations when rotating, we always need to position the hinge exactly in the center of that model. And because of the shape of this model, actually we will position the hinge exactly on top of the stud that you see here. So we have the hinge, yes, and so we already did that. The following step is extremely important because the model will not move if the hinge and the actual group are not connected between each other. So in order to do that, we will go on the joint connector. So we click it and we hold CTRL, so like the button on our keyboard, and you will see that the arrow will start next to the arrow it will appear like a plus sign. So we click once on the hinge and another time on the actual group, so the actual model. And if you did this right, you'll see that the hinge is actually colored in it is actually put into like a translucent box with like yellow outlines, and like the group, the model, will be like put into like a translucent box with green outlines. So this step was extremely important, but it is not enough. In order for the model to actually move, we actually need to go a little bit into the properties of like the hinge. So we will select the hinge again and we will click on show UE. So it is exactly next to the joint connector button that we used just earlier, and we will get like this table, and we have like various fields which are required like to be filled. But for this animation in particular, we will only go to the acceleration field, and we will type in there 0.2. So this is it will rotate extremely slow because merry-go-round usually does that, so it won't have a very high speed. Okay, and now we will try to see if it works. And also in order for everything to be okay, you need to just hide the joint the hinge. So just click right and hide, because it isn't very aesthetically pleasing when you look at it. And in order to see the animation, we will click on the play button, and let's see if everything is okay. So we can see that the animation is okay, like the merry-go-round rotates very smoothly. Okay, so practically we are done with the animation, but one more thing that it is very important. After we actually do the animation, we will like to export it, and with like Sketchyphysics it is very like different. In order like to export the animation, we will click we need to press this button, so toggle recording, and to play the animation. Okay, so actually this option will record the animation. Okay, so and down there you can see like the number of frames that it produces. And when we are done with how much we want to actually record, we will press on this button. Okay, that is exactly next to the play animation button, and we will say yes, save animation. And after that we will go into the plugins, and click export animation and select. You'll see here the number of frames that it actually recorded, and we will select PNG. And now we will actually need folder where everything will be saved. So just let's say animation, and let's click on export. Let's just click on save. So, and it will basically save like this whole the whole animation. Okay, so in the folder that you chose in order like to save the whole animations, actually the frames, the images that make up the animation, you'll see everything. So for the little segment that we recorded, we have 243 frames, and in order like to actually create a video, you know, from this, you will have to download Make AV. So you'll find like this application free on the internet. You'll just need to Google it. It's very simple. You actually don't even need to install it. It will come up in a zip format, and click on it. And once it is open, we will go to add files, and we will go into the folder where we saved all of the images, actually the frames that will actually make up the video. So we have them here, and we select all of them. I strongly recommend that you save all of the frames in a particular folder. Don't mix them in with other pictures that you have in your PC. So we have all of them now in to the application, and we just need to click begin, and we will actually save it on the desktop, and we will give it a name like animation. Let's say animation. Okay, and before it will start like processing the frames, we will select codec by radius from like the compressor menu. So this is very important. Okay, select this, and you will have to wait a little until the video is actually created. Okay, so now that all of the frames are done with being processed, we will just click on the file that was saved, and to see if everything is okay. So we can see that the animation is okay. It is very it is quite high quality. It moves very nicely, and everything was quite successful. So this is everything that I wanted to show you in this video. Please comment and like if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you want more video tutorials on SketchUp. And if you have any particular requests for SketchUp tutorials, please leave them in the comment section below. Have a good day.